Hi, this is Marek from Tryb Solo. Today I would like to show you my favorite games of 2023, games that I had most fun with. Maybe there are better games out there, but this is my personal top 10 games that I played solo, of course. They are not in any particular order. I will randomly take boxes from here and show you and talk a little about these games. First game, Distilled. Amazing Euro game where you run a distillery, you will create different liquors and alcohol, and this is a lighter Euro game, amazing production quality, great trace. I played it solo, but I played it also with other people and we always had fun. So Distilled, this is game number one of the games I liked in 2023, the game I liked most. Second game is Final Girl, Season 1. I know that there is already Season 2 and I know that there was a crowdfunding campaign for Season 3, but Season 3 was released in Poland here for the first time this year. Really fun game. If you like slasher horror movies, Final Girl is something for you. You have different, you can say, scenarios and different murderers and psychopaths, and you play as a final girl, the girl that survived a massacre from a murderer, and you want your revenge. You have to stay alive and you have to defeat your opponent. This game is divided into a few small boxes. Each box is like a different scenario. You can mix the psychos with different locations and different girls. Really cool system. As I said, there are already Season 2 and Season 3 is coming next year, 2024, I think. But Final Girl is a really fun solo game, random but fun. Another game, game number 3. It's set Mityczny Wiatr. This is the Polish edition of Midwind, cool Euro game where you want to create a new village in a magical valley. This game is very specific because it doesn't have an end. You can play this game endlessly. There are different characters in the game. You choose one. You can be, for example, a farmer, and you will plant different and flowers and fruits and then sell them. You will build the village. There is also a story here about this magical valley. But when you are done playing after a season, you can save the game, put everything back in the box, and then set it up the next day and continue. So you can play this game endlessly. There is no big goal, there are no points, no score. You play it just for fun. Very relaxing, very calm, and very interesting and unique game, Midwind. Game number 3. Game number 4 is Marvel Zombies. This is the latest Zombicide game that was released in Poland. This is the retail edition. You play as Marvel heroes, but as Marvel heroes who are zombies. You play as the bad guys here. You will eat other people, you will become strong, you will fight shield agents, and really cool. The rules are streamlined. This is the best Zombicide game I think there is, in my opinion at least. It plays really fun. This is like a beer and pretzel game where you can meet with some friends or play solo, open a beer and just have fun. A lot of dice rolling, a lot of randomness, but at the same time it's tactical. You have to plan your moves. Cool miniatures. This is from Simon, so it's obvious, and really cool gameplay, best Zombicide, and finally you can play as the bad guys. So this is game number 4. Game number 5 is The Witcher Old World. A game where you play as the Witcher, not Geralt, but as other Witchers, and you will fight different monsters. You will compete with other Witchers, and you will try to get more fame than they do. A lot of cool stories in here, funny, like the Witcher books. I'm not sure if you have read them. Great production quality. This is the deluxe edition. Beautiful miniatures of monsters, of Witchers. You can play this game solo. There is a basic solo mode with this box here, but on GameFound there was the Wild Hunt expansion that added another way to play solo. You have a few expansions for this with some huge monsters and Skellige that add additional victory conditions or way to play the game. Really cool game, not very complex, but I had a lot of fun with it, and I played with a lot of people. I played this game solo, but also with many friends. A really cool fantasy adventure game. Game number 5. Game number 6 is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Venice. This is the Polish retail edition, but I also had the Kickstarter edition. Great game, great adaptation of Assassin's Creed, a video game franchise. This is an adventure game, but you have to be silent. This is like a stealth game. You have to hide, you have to assassinate the Templars and the guards. This is a campaign game. Great production quality, great gameplay, fun gameplay, tactical gameplay, because you cannot run around with your sword and fight with everybody because you will die very quickly. Great adventure game, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Venice. Game number 6 will be 7, sorry. Game number 7 is Voidfall. Ultra heavy, very complex Euro game, 4X game, space game, with a few play modes. You can play solo, you can play cooperatively, you can play competitively. Very heavy game with 3 rulebooks, a lot of rules and very long setup, but very satisfying, amazing gameplay, really well designed. I didn't play this game that much this year, but I plan to play it a lot next year. But I can already tell you that this is a great, amazing Euro game, and if you like Euro games, but the heavy, very complex Euro games, you have to try Voidfall. Great space 4X Euro game. Game number 8 will be Hoplomachus Victorum from Chiptier Games. There was another Hoplomachus released this year called Remastered, but this was rather a game that had multiplayer mode and solo mode. You fight as gladiators on an arena. Hoplomachus Remastered was the remastered version of the previous Hoplomachus games, but Hoplomachus Victorum is a solo-only campaign game where you play as a gladiator hero. You have to fight a huge monster at the end of the game. You will travel around the world, fight on arenas. You will advance your character, gain different, abilities. Very cool game, solo game, beautiful production quality, just like in all Chiptier games. You have the poker chips, you have neoprene mats. Great solo game if you have the time, because the game is not that short. This is a campaign game, but amazing game, solo game about gladiators. Game number 9 will be Role-Player Adventures. This is not a new game, but I have played this game for the first time in 2023. Great storytelling campaign game where the story is the main element. Like in a choose your own adventure books, you have the story books with a lot of choices, but you also have a lot of cards and your characters. You will roll the dice, use dice to complete different skill tests and fight with different enemies. 11 scenarios, additional side quests. If you like story-driven games, Role-Player Adventures is a really fun, not very complicated in terms of mechanics, but really fun and interesting games in terms of story. I always liked role-player games from Thunderworks Games. In role-player, you created this fantasy character, and the whole goal of the game was to create the best hero you can with the best attributes, but the game ended there, and here you can finally have the adventures with new heroes or the heroes you have created in role-player. And the last game that I will show you today is Uprising: Curse of the Last Emperor. And if I had to choose one game, this is my game of the year, game of 2023. This is a fantasy strategy 4X game, and it's cooperative. All players fight with 2 enemies, with the Legion and the Horde, evil forces, and you will build your armies. You will fight over territories. You will build your havens, get a lot of equipment, asymmetrical factions, different enemies. With the expansion, you have big bosses that you can fight with, even more factions, quests, beautiful production quality. You don't have miniatures here, you have acrylic standees. The game looks amazing, plays amazing. It's amazing game. I think that in 2024 there will be another crowdfunding campaign with the reprint of this game, because this game is only available on crowdfunding campaigns. It's not in retail. But if you like fantasy games, strategy game, 4X games, you have to play Uprising, especially that this is a cooperative game, and that's why it plays solo really, really well, because no matter if you play solo or multiplayer, you play against the game, against the evil forces that are here. Uprising, my game of 2023, but all the games that I showed you today are really great and fantastic games, and I had a lot of fun with them. Tell me in the comments, what are your best games of 2023? Which games gave you most fun? Small games, big games, retail games, Kickstarter games. I am really, really curious. Click the like button if you like the video, subscribe to my channel as well. I will be very happy. You can visit me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I will leave links in the description of the video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.